Did you catch the H3 Streamies chaos? Tana Mongeau and Jeff took the stage, but it was either lit or a total disaster. Twitter's blowing up saying Tana wrecked the show. Was she vibing or just drowning in drinks? I would have written about Tana Mongeau's hilarious performance at the H3 Steamies Awards this past weekend, but I was kind of waiting to see if Trisha would discuss it on her podcast this week. But I believe she had already pre-filmed the episode, so that wasn't a problem. Fortunately for us, she won't be listening to the podcast until after the holidays, so she won't be able to discuss everything that happened at the Steamies. In essence, in case you were unaware, H3 held their annual Steamy Awards this past weekend, and they went all out, selling out the Dolby Theater and providing a live stream for the event on their channel. They organized a very large event, and some very important people were present. Two of the people who were invited to host the entire event were Tana and Jeff, and I'm sure they all regretted that choice because many people complained on Twitter during the live stream that Tana was destroying the show. Many said that she would have been better off as a presenter because of the chaotic behavior on stage. Many thought Tana had consumed too much alcohol prior to the show, and her remarks came across as hurtful. Despite being hand-delivered a shot on stage during the show, she denied drinking and claimed on Twitter that she was sober for this. Jeff mentioned another time that he could smell the tequila on her. Some people now question whether she and her boyfriend had gotten into a fight or if their breakup was due to their apparent poor communication. And for a split second, I really believed that was a possibility because she had made a TikTok about men being dumb before the show. However, it appears that they are still together, as she shared a picture of them on Instagram last night, stating that he was present. Hence, it doesn't appear that the conjecture that circulated at the time regarding her behavior on stage this evening was justified. Now, as for what was so bad, well, there were just a lot of awkward moments, remarks, and things that she said that night that made some people cringe and hold their breath because, well, it was just yikes. It wasn't the right time or place. She did joke about getting canceled right at the start, but I don't think she really believed that would happen. There were moments, though, when people asked, what is going on right now? First of all, Tana and Trisha Paytas have become very close lately, as evidenced by the way they have been podcasting together and openly expressing their love and support for one another. In fact, I almost forgot for a moment that Tana and Ethan were also on good terms. However, she made the decision to wear a I Love Trisha Paytas t-shirt to the show, and she then told Ethan to bring frenemies back. Given that it's not just a disagreement with a friend, rather, they are family, it's undoubtedly a difficult subject. Furthermore, it's evident that there's much more to their falling out than what I believe we all realize. Furthermore, since it's a family matter and Hila and Moses are related, it has more to do with the fact that Trisha and Ethan are not getting along. It doesn't seem to be solely about Trisha and Ethan's disagreement on the show. Rather, it seems to have more to do with the family. And because Jeff and Tana were making jokes about them ending up on bad terms like Trisha and Ethan, it was kind of confirmed that this is sort of the reason why Ethan and Trisha aren't on good terms. And Ethan inquired as to whether Jeff had any siblings, raising the possibility that Hila and Moses' relationship is the true source of the issue. Because really, if this was just a personal issue between Trisha and Ethan, she wouldn't avoid discussing it as much as she would if it were a friend falling out such as Jeffrey, Shane, and Ryland, or even David Dobrik and Jason Nash. That's not to say that they would become friendly again. Trisha does occasionally discuss them. However, she never, ever talks about anything having to do with Ethan. She hardly ever discusses her enemies. I believe that what's going on between the two of them, and more so the four of them because this is a family issue, is much deeper than anyone realizes, especially since she is always talking about how, she's a mom and stuff, and the past is in the past, and how she doesn't like to dwell on drama that she used to be in. Thus, it was undoubtedly a sensitive topic when discussed on stage, but since Tana had brought up Trisha, Ethan made an effort to lighten the mood. As I mentioned earlier, the whole thing was a complete mess. Tana did end up bringing up her role as Trisha's godmother, which seemed to shock everyone on stage. Some even speculate that she may have drunkenly revealed the baby's gender before attempting to quickly retract it. For sure, there was a lot of silence on that one. And it only stopped when they went on to present the prize for the Where Are the Police category. Tana took the time to genuinely promote James Charles's makeup brand, which was obviously not going to get her a good response from anyone on stage or in the audience. James Charles obviously won for obvious reasons. Tana had previously threatened to come on H3 and criticize James Charles, as she had told Ethan at the Steamies Awards. She had informed him that, although it had never occurred and was not happening here, she regretted ever being friendly with him again, and that she would say so in public on the show. Additionally, she was receiving negative feedback from the audience. It gets worse because she persisted in attempting to justify his use of makeup and essentially claimed that she only wanted to have a civil relationship with James. However, as I previously stated, the entire situation was a complete mess. Later, Jeff made an attempt to salvage some of her by stating that she opposes pedos. But by then, it was too late, as Twitter was making sure she knew how she was behaving. When she realized what people were saying, she ended up being silent for the remainder of the show. Jeff even called out viewers and Twitter users, telling them to be kind to Tana because everything that was being said was having an impact on her. She later ended up tweeting, saying, "I'm in trouble, I don't know how to do this, I love everyone. EXO. As you can all see, the show was definitely an experience, and I have to admit that the overall caliber of the show really impressed me. They did a fantastic job, considering it was their first time attempting something of this magnitude and incorporating various camera angles. Although there were a few glitches, all in all, I was quite impressed. However, those were just a few of the comments and dramatizations from the show. And since there have been rumors that Tana is still with her boyfriend, and that's why she appeared the way she did on stage, I thought I'd give the update that she's still with him. However, it doesn't appear to be the case. So perhaps they got into a fight. They're together, but I'm not sure why. However, I'd like to know if any one of you saw this. If any of you witnessed any of the drama that was taking place, please share your opinions in the comments section. In the upcoming video, I will be speaking with all of you, my dear friends. Goodbye.